Hi, and welcome to another episode of Badger Nerdworks Presents We Watched a Movie. I'm Brandon, this is Colin, and today we watched Spider-Man Homecoming, the new Marvel Spider-Man movie. Colin, your thoughts?
I really liked how they started this movie. Instead of doing the intro for Spider-Man's origin, they start off with the origin of the Vulture, who I don't think we actually ever get them explicitly saying his name.
Yeah, I don't think they ever call him the Vulture. They kind of like reference the big creepy winged guy and how scary he is, but yeah, I don't think they ever actually call him the Vulture, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think one of the cool things they do in this movie is they really build the bad guy. We kind of already know Peter Parker, so like, all right, that's fine. We're going to give you a bad guy who isn't totally inherently evil, because this Vulture really isn't. He's more of a guy stuck on the brink, trying to make things work.
Yeah, he was like, we get his origin immediately. He was there at the fall of New York after the big Avengers fight. And they're scrappers, they're construction workers taking apart all the downed alien tech. I love how they got like a guy with a buzzsaw trying to cut one of the things.
Right.
And the foreman comes up and goes, no, you gotta use their stuff, and like takes a knife and just starts popping.
Yeah, he just starts popping those little nodes out, and he's like, this is what we want. And then like, but then they get bullied out by either S.H.I.E.L.D. or some...
Or Stark, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like Stark, maybe a recovery program that they set up. So these guys who had already gotten their contract get forced out, the Vulture and his crew, but they're already sitting on a little bit of this alien tech. Yeah. So it seems like over the course of the next 8 years, they start retrofitting it into like illegal weapons and space age stuff that they're selling on the black market.
Vulture suit, which is just like a cool wingsuit and like half an Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
But it's all alien tech, so it's awesome.
Yeah, and it's real cool because they aren't really evil criminals. Like usually they really want to demonize
They're kind of just
bad guys in these
white-collar workers.
Yeah, they're like making it work on the fringe. I mean, they are selling incredibly powerful weapons to bad people, but they in themselves like are trying to keep a low profile. That's why they were able to work so long, kind of in the shadows. They weren't having any troubles, and then of course Spider-Man happens.
They run into Spider-Man.
Yeah, and we deal with a really cool Spider-Man here. Instead of going back to the origin, I agree. Instead of going back to the origin, they just throw you in with a completely realized
Spider-Man for a while.
Yeah. Where you like, we know what Spider-Man does. We get how it works. Can we move on with the story? And they do. They start off with that really cute found footage film of his adventures during Civil War and going and stealing Cap's shield and all that. He's like made his own little mini film of it. And they just introduce that. But then he just starts with that Spider-Man suit he has in that one, which it turns out has a ton.
That's such a good suit.
Yeah, it's such a good suit. It has like the focusing eyes and all the Stark tech where it can like grab people from a distance.
That little map that's like a 3D bubble map.
Right. So you start off with this fully realized Spider-Man, like far more so than we ever got to in any of the other ones. Yeah. And like he's fully integrated into the world, and he kind of has they know that he can't play at the highest level yet, so like they start him off on training wheels. Like that's what they call the program that limits the suit. It's Tony Stark's like training wheels program.
Oh yeah, and when they unlock the training wheels protocol, he hacks his suit and unlocks that.
Yeah, with the help of his friend, the chair guy.
His own that robot voice. He gets his own
little like AI that runs his suit. But that's even a big push in this movie is the kind of the father-son relationship between Tony Stark and Spider-Man. He's kind of taking Spider-Man under his wing and doesn't want him getting killed. And he knows that like the things that he's screwing with, like these people that Spider-Man's messing with, the Vulture and them, are very dangerous. Like, and Tony Stark seems to get the reality of that at this point in his life. He understands like a little more how dangerous, like after Sokovia and everything, he seems a little more cautious. He's willing to like outsource to the FBI, like low-level crime
He still
stuff.
was keeping an eye on that and ready to jump in.
Oh yeah, and he was ready to jump in. But that was cool. But then there's inevitably, because it's a high school movie, it's about the separation between you and your father. And Spider-Man's breaking out, because as much as we start like deeply ingrained where he's really trying to earn Tony's trust, slowly as Tony keeps treating him like a child, he separates and he starts trying to be more and more his own.
And rebelling.
Yeah, the little teenage rebellions that come out to be really terrible if it's life and death situations. Going back to high school, they made it seem more like high schoolers. All the other Spider-Man, it seemed like we were talking like really a college kid, like in terms of mentality and how they behave. This felt like a group of 14-year-old kids. Him and his friends were real funny and pretty entertaining. He has this one friend, he keeps trying to build the Lego Death Star, but it keeps getting like busted. There was some really funny stuff though, like when they do unlock his Spider-Man suit, like he wants to go apprehend those 3 guys, and the suit's like immediately lethal mode, and his eyes come these little red pinpricks, and he's like
activating instant kill mode.
Yeah, it was activating instant kill mode.
No, I don't want to kill anyone.
He's trying to figure out his new web selections, but he has like 140 of them, and he doesn't know what any of them do. He's like,
I love he goes into battle mode, and then he jumps off the sun and tries to web swing, and it just shoots off a flurry of web shots.
Yeah,
and
it's like
face plates.
It's like full auto. It's like, no, give me something else.
Why would full auto
Electrify.
be?
Yeah.
It's all just Tony's preferences.
But once again, he was supposed to clearly get training before he did that. He just skipped ahead. But once again, it adds a sense of comedy in this movie. I think the thing that this has done so much better than the other Spider-Man movies was it was fun and entertaining. Right? It wasn't trying to be like, Spider-Man's a dark character. It's like that funny, quippy Spider-Man you wanted, but not like that cheesy.
Just the right level of levity with everything.
Right. Because things still had weight. You still cared about the drama of it, but it didn't have to. It didn't have to make it seem like it's world.
But it was like the neighborhood's in trouble.
Right, and that's what we wanted. A friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we got. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments section down below if you have anything to say. Check out our other videos on the left. They're really funny. And if you'd like to receive a notification, click the bell icon down below. We'll see you next time.